Oh yeah, they're getting these pads out here prepared. They're prepping all this. They got the curb and gutter poured, storm drains in. Oh yeah, they're getting ready to build out here. Hey, good morning everybody. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and I'll be glad in it. What a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. It's going to be a hot one today. So I want to get out and just do this early before it gets too hot. But I'm out here, as you can see behind me, walking past some construction equipment out in a big area where they're developing the land. And I wanted to talk about foundations. So I wanted to tell you a quick story here. Years ago, a friend of mine gave me some cassette tapes. That's dating me, back in the 80s. And said, hey, these are really good tapes. You ought to listen to these. It was a teacher of the Bible, of the Word. So I put them on the shelf. They sat there for, I don't know, several months, and one day I spotted them again and thought, well, I'm going to listen to them. So I pulled them out, put them in the truck, started listening to them as I was going to work. And it was a guy I'd never heard of. His name was Andrew Wommack. He was teaching the distinction between law and grace. And law is all about self-effort. Law is about what I must do. And grace is about what Jesus has done and what God has done for us. And He's given us that wonderful gift of grace. So as I began to listen to those tapes, light bulbs just began to go off inside of me. I began to understand and realize where we really are, what Jesus really did for us, and the wonderful gift that He's given us. So at that same time, the Lord began to tear down a lot of the old beliefs, the lies, the rocky foundations, the bad foundations that I had in my life about what I believed. So at that point, as I'm listening to the teaching, the Lord began to work in my heart and break down and tear down these old beliefs, these old lies, and began to build a new foundation in me, a foundation built on the rock, a foundation built on Jesus. And that's where we have our stability. That's where we have our hope. And if we're trying to do it ourselves, if we're trying to rely on our own performance and our own abilities, that is not going to get us very far. And that is the law. The law says if you do this, you'll get that. And we can't live up to all the standards of the law. Jesus fulfilled the law for us, and He has given us His righteousness, and He poured out His grace on us to live in us and through us now. So now I'm building my life on a new foundation, on the rock of Jesus Christ and what He's done for us. And that was a transforming moment for me in my life. I think of Hebrews, where it says Jesus is the author and the finisher of our faith. Truly, that's a true scripture in that He is the author and finisher of our faith, and yet we have to cooperate. We have to be, we're partners with God, because God's not going to come in, just push His way in and say, you know, hey, I'm taking over, get out of the way. He invites us, and He wants us to be partners with Him and to be able to live a life of joy and peace and freedom, liberty, be able to help others and reflect God's image of who He is. He's a good God, and He only gives good gifts. And we are being changed into His image. So as we have relationship, fellowship with God, and as we spend time with Him, He's working in our hearts and He's changing us. And we're building our life on that solid foundation, the rock. And when the storms of life come, we're able to overcome, we're able to endure, and we don't just cave in and crumple up and die and blow away, but we have that sure foundation of the rock of Jesus Christ that we can rely upon, that we hold fast to, and we are kings and queens in this world, in this earth. We're able to rule and reign, and this is what God provided for us, and He's given us that way through Jesus to be able to live a victorious life. So I just wanted to encourage you that whatever you're going through today, whatever you might have going on, I encourage you to look to God. Don't look to yourself. Don't look to your own strengths and abilities, but just cry out to the Lord and thank Him. Invite Him to come into your situation. And that the Lord, oh, here comes our train. But that the Lord will deliver you. He has that deliverance ready for you. And He is waiting for that invitation to just step in to your situation and to help you, because He loves you and He's made the provision, He's made the way through Jesus. All right, I'm gonna sign out. You guys have a wonderful day, a blessed day. I'm hearing the train go by. But I say to you, don't let the bad news discourage you. Let the good news encourage you. All right, bless you all. Have a great day. Bye-bye.